Sup, it's your boy, Big Reg, coming to you once again from the shadow of the big house in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Coming to you after a bye week in which the Michigan Wolverines, holy smokes, we took a week off, but guess what, Buttercup? We rose 3 more places in the rankings. When we last left you, the Michigan Wolverines had just come off of a tough road victory over the Nebraska Cornhuskers, which earned them the number 9 ranking in the nation. But now, the Michigan Wolverines, as they prepare for their next game against the Northwestern Wildcats, now find themselves as the number 6 ranked team in the nation. Oh, friends, I haven't seen something rise this fast since my Ethereum portfolio. To the moon. Oh, I'm in a good mood, folks. Joining me tonight to talk about this next matchup on our road to the Big Ten Championship. First, as always, producer JB.
After being sold out last week in my prediction of what this team should be ranked in here, I still stand by my premise that this team is not a top 10 team that's in there. Prove me wrong on that one.
Oh, producer JB, why do you remind me of not the Pharisees, what do you call them? The advisors to Pharaoh, who saw with their own eyes the truth and yet still try to guide Pharaoh in the wrong way. So I raise my glass to you in hopes that you will, the scales will drop from your eyes and that you will stop being such a doubting Thomas. Next, also joining us for this discussion, this man was about to hit the hay. He got his glasses on. Wait, did he take them off? No, he still got them on. He took the contacts off, put the glasses in. Holy smokes, he was about to drop down for bed. But he riled himself up out of there, took himself out of the bedroom, onto the couch. The one, the only, nameless guest.
Not going to lie, this bye week wasn't just good for Zinter and Roman and all the hobbled and infirmed. It was a nice respite. And now it's back to work.
Hobbled and infirmed. Oh my gosh. I did not expect to hear those words coming into this video. I'll be quite honest with you. But I raise my glass to SAT vocabulary words. Next, joining us. Who else is there? Oh, yeah. Next, joining us from the lair from which he's planning more Squid Games for his family, the one, the only, JC from Sunnyside.
What's going on, Big Reg? Thank you for the leave days last week. Use it to charge up. I gotta say, there's not a whole lot of literature out there for this game. I don't know a whole lot about Northwestern. So everything I say tonight is coming straight from the heart.
Ooh.
And I might not have much to say.
Wow. JC from Sunnyside having to freestyle this episode. Oh man, I'm looking forward to hearing what comes from his heart. And finally joining us from, are you having trouble paying the electric bill of your house? Why is it so dark over there? That's what I'm left wondering. But it's the one, the only, Mr. Squarehead.
Unlike nameless guest, I do not consider this work. I consider this pure joy and love that we do twice a week. But with that said, I'd like to give a shout out to city, town, county, whatever it's called. There's a place called Fireball, California. You guys look it up. Fireball, California. You know who's from there? The Buffalo Bills quarterback. He is from Fireball, California, and that is my new favorite place on earth. Fireball, California.
Fireballs? Oh, what?
Fireball. B-A-U-G-H. Fireball. Come on, man.
I thought you said fireballs. You know what I mean?
I like fireballs too.
Fireballs. I was like, oh, okay.
But Fireball, California, Fireball. You know why Fireball?
We lift our drinks to Fireball, California. Find people from there, including Josh Allen and his family. I don't know why I'm raising the glass to Josh Allen. What is that for? Anyway. Folks, we're not going to lie to you. This game 7 in the Michigan Wolverines march to the Big Ten Championship. Yeah, we don't know what to say about it. I mean, Northwestern, they're 3-3 right now. They're not having a great year. They just beat Rutgers in their last game, 21-7. I mean, that must have been a snooze fest. Can you imagine having to pay money to see that? Oh my gosh, those poor saps. The only people that I feel more sorry for are those schmucks that bought Dogecoin at 70 cents right at the height when Elon Musk was hosting SNL.
Wow.
Those are the only schmucks that I feel worse for.
That kind of hurts. Heart.
Oof. That hits close to home. Let's not lie. Holy smokes. Anyway, gentlemen, I turn it over to you. As far as this discussion goes, for Game 7 of the Michigan Wolverines 2021 football season, we have to take on what used to be a pretty good Northwestern squad. But for whatever reason, they've had their struggles this year, but kind of muddling their way to a 3-3 record so far.
Let's just look at the schedule that they played. They played Michigan State up front, lost 38-21, beat Indiana State, beat Ohio, got messed up by Duke football, and got trounced by Nebraska 56-7. So there's commonalities in terms of which teams we played together. They beat they beat Rutgers. So, I mean, I think it's pretty valid to say that the expectation is for us to trounce Northwestern on there. They are not like last year. Last year they had a solid squad. I think they had a lot of kids graduate. So, it's a rolling game. We're just gonna roll for them. So I don't have any concerns on this one.
Wow, zero worry from producer JB. Oh,
I agree. And I would just add that it's not about them. No disrespect to the Wildcats. It's about us. So we got to show progression. We got to build. I mean, this is a squad that is rolling, feeling good about themselves, staying hungry, staying humble. And, I mean, I want to see that the coaching did something over the bye. We just maintain great dominance in the trenches. Just look good and build. Defense, corners, get some INTs. Just keep doing some good things.
Oh, nameless guest also didn't read anything, just pulling out the cliches. We have to just stick to our game. It's about us. Northwestern, they lost to Duke. They got blown out by Nebraska. Not a worry in the world. We just gotta run the ball, play solid defense. Again, I know I'm also, pushing out some cliches here.
You literally just repeated what producer JB and nameless guest said. Holy smokes.
I just want to point this out, right? So Pat Fitzgerald, who played Michigan State and lost to Michigan State, after watching film on the Wolverines, said, we are going to play the best football team by far this Saturday. So that says something that, he's going to say he has Michigan State, he has us. There's something there. No, don't say that we're not a number 6 team. We are a top 10 team. We are.
I just want to make sure that after we win this game, I don't want to hear anything about how great our defense looked, how great our offense looked. I don't want to hear any of that against a pitiful Northwestern team. That's what we tend to do here is we beat the teams, we destroy the teams that we're supposed to beat, and then we start with oh man, our defense looked great. So we made adjustments. Our secondary looks great. Come on, man. Let's not do that after this game. Because we know this is a throwaway game. This is a throwaway game. It's a practice game. We should be calling some plays that we haven't seen before. Once we're up 2-3 scores, I don't want the NIU week all over again where we're just rushing the ball 80 times. Once we're up a few scores, let's throw some stuff in. Let's make some plays. Let's call some different plays that we can test out with this offense.
I totally agree with Squarehead. I want to see some JJ in the first quarter.
I said this before, we went on leave 2 weeks ago. I said we're going to work on some packages for JJ to not just do the read option, but you're going to see some, passing packages. He's going to come in, throw the ball a little bit. I don't know about first quarter, but I think first half, we're going to see some packages. And, my boy Mazi's going to come up big. My boy Ajabo is going to come up big. If I had to give, a mid-season report card to the breakout players of the year that we've selected, I think I gotta hand you guys. Mazi Smith and Ojabo, breakout defensive player of the year.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. All right. Well,
he's giving himself mid-season awards now. I don't understand this.
This is nuts. Anywho's, holy smokes. Let's see. What would I want to see as signs of progression in this game? Let's see. One thing I would want to see on the defensive side of the ball is as much that Northwestern has struggled. One thing they haven't done too much is throw many interceptions. Their quarterback is kind of very Cade McNamara-ish. The fact that he's done a good job in taking care of the ball. So if our secondary were able to come up with some plays and get some INTs in this game, that to me would be a sign of progression for this game. And then also, conversely, on our offensive side of the ball, if we're able to hit on some more long pass plays, 15-yard plus pass plays. Obviously, in the last couple of games, Cade in particular has had some issues hitting receivers for them long pass plays. So if he's able to do a better job of connecting with his receivers this game, that to me would indicate again more progress being made. Whether it's hitting the throws that he attempts or spotting those opportunities to take more shots downfield. So that would be, to me, if we're able to do both those things better, number one, interceptions, and then number two, hitting for the long ball better, I'd be very, very, very happy coming out of the Northwestern game.
Hey, just a quick word on expectations. From the beginning of the season, we have overachieved from what we expected, and we're going to be 7-0 after this week. That's pretty much a. But I would say that almost all of us would have thought that we would have been 6-1 at least. If you look at the schedule and who we've played at this point, oh come on, 6-1. Because, call the Washington game maybe a 50-50 toss-up, but we're at home. It's the first game. The only game that I thought we really were most likely going to lose was Wisconsin, but we pulled that out, and that's a weaker team than expected this year. So, we're only one game over, I think, the common expectation of 6-1. So it's just beginning now, as everybody knows. It will be very, very interesting.
I remember a certain someone saying that we would go 6-6 this season.
Mm.
Right. There was a certain someone that said we were going to go 6-6.
Mm.
We've hit that 6-win mark at the halfway point of the season.
There you go.
I also believe Mr. Squarehead said something like 6 or 7 wins this season. So, I don't think it was everybody's expectation that we would have been 6-0 at this point. We're gonna. I called it. I said we're gonna have at least a 10-win season, and we are on track to be on a 10-win season. Just to sprinkle in a couple of key other things. So I know we're gonna have different packages. I think we're gonna get AJ Henning more involved in the offense. Sprinkle in him, and producer JB's boy, Roman Wilson. He'll be back. We got to get him back in the mix. Get those boys ready for the big games that are coming up.
Yeah, I mean, these are like Captain Obvious types of statements, but I mean, whatever. It's like it's okay. I said 6-6 at the beginning of the season because I wasn't very confident. I can make mistakes, but I'm gonna quote nameless guest. I have a right to be a fan. I have permission to fan if I want to. So if that changes my prediction, then so be it. And also, kind of quoting Mr. Squarehead, there's nothing more that I would want to be wrong than to have this team prove me wrong. And so I throw that challenge out to this Michigan team. Prove me wrong. Prove that you are a top 10 team. Take this game from Northwestern and crush them. Kind of like Aaron Rodgers saying, I own you. I own you. And I will be thoroughly satisfied going into, let's be honest, this is just a precursor to next week when we have to face State. And all of us, every single one of us is looking to see, can we get ready for State with this game? I absolutely believe it. This is going to be critical. If we look incompetent, if we look like we're just playing around still, I am not going to have very much confidence going into that next week on Halloween weekend.
Producer JB, what's your updated prediction for the season?
It's a tough. That's a tough call right
now. As you deliberate, I'm just witnessing full on guard your heart mode. I love every minute of it.
I am switching to nameless guest guarded heart mode because I cannot go through another season of this all.
Anywho, gosh, I don't know. There's not much, like I said, there's not much juice to squeeze out of this game. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? I'd say it's a less than mediocre Northwest team. Yeah, it's a 12 o'clock game.
Let's go to some of the comments that people have left on it. This past week, Big Rock, he has said Northwestern scores more than 15 and Michigan can't beat Northwestern by more than 17. It is not an elite top 10 team. Rock just telling it as it is. Whew.
Wow. Big Rock. When did it become the big downer? Holy smokes. That is such a pessimistic outlook.
It was. Wow. From the Nebraska game a long time ago, we have our boy from Madison, Wisconsin, Dr. Kenny. He says, great job, boys. A win's a win. Our boy Jisoo Lee from California, he says, great to be 6-0. Questions. What have been the biggest surprise? What's been the biggest disappointment? What are your expectations for the rest of the season? And also commenting, number 6 in football, number 6 in basketball, and number 1 in ice hockey. What an exciting time for Michigan athletics. Go blue. And then, of course, our guy from Seattle, Mr. Andy. Where's the bye week preview?
We're on leave, as JC said.
We had to take a vacation. A little bit.
We gotta ask KG Lee if he's related to Tom Lee from the Fun Strat, because they look alike. I think they're cousins. I could be wrong, but I need to know, KG Lee, are you related to Tom Lee from Fun Strat? That's what I want to know.
All right, we're doing score predictions or what? Score predictions.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. My score prediction for Ethereum is going to be at least $10,000 by the end of the year. So I raised my drink to Ethereum, reaching $10,000.
Made me $300 this past week. Yeah. I'll go first. Northwestern 14, Michigan 52.
Wow! Whoa! Clearly, you and Big Rock are at the opposite ends of the prediction spectrum. Holy smokes.
52-14. Count it.
Yowzers.
I think we dominate them. You know, it's gonna be like a drubbing, like physically just dominating them. The score won't reflect it as much because I think we're gonna still run the ball. There won't be as many possessions. I say 38-10. 38-10. Comfortable win.
Interesting. I have 14 like JB does for Northwestern, and I have 38 like JC does for Michigan. So my final is 38-14.
Huh. Little mix and match.
Oh,
I
gosh.
will predict.
Price is right.
I'll predict. I will predict 12 for Northwestern, no touchdowns, 4 field goals, and I will predict 36 for Michigan. But I gotta tell you, I predict that we will not be satisfied with this win because it'll just be another snooze fest, handoff, 90 plays, and about 17 passing plays, 9 of which will be incomplete.
Whoa.
I want to see one more thing out of this game. We got to come out healthy. The teams are starting to break down, and we don't want to be among them. We've been very fortunate and blessed. We got snake bitten last year. That was part of our demise, and we can't afford to come down. So I'm okay with resting Roman and some of our O-line guys and just do what it takes. Just get through to the next week, because freaking Halloween weekend is going to be war. So just be healthy.
War.
Wow. Oh man. I wince every time you guys mention the game after this game. Because I want to put it out of my mind. I don't want to think about it yet. I want to take it one step at a time. The road to the Big Ten championship, you can't skip any steps. You can't. It's like the second to last challenge in Squid Game. You got to go from one square to the next.
Whoa. Don't give away too much.
I didn't say no. Come on. If you haven't watched Squid Game by now, you're either in prison or you just hate Asian stuff. Let's be honest. But anywho, my prediction for this game, the Michigan Wolverines will dominate on both sides of the ball. The Michigan Wolverines will put on an aerial display not seen since, I was going to say Jeff Bezos and the other guy, but Richard Branson. But they didn't really get to space, did they? They got close to space,
No,
but not quite.
technically they got to space.
Was it technically space? Was it? All right, so forget that analogy. I'm just going to say this. There's going to be touchdown passes from Cade and from JJ. They're going to be just spreading the love all over the place, baby. It's going to be they're going to be tossing out them touchdowns like I don't know, Christmas turkeys at the old schoolhouse. That make no sense, but you know what I'm talking about. And then on defense, I see them locking down these Wildcats. I don't think the Wildcats are going to know what hit them. Mikey McDonald is going to just have them spin them in circles. That's what I see. So I'm going to say Northwestern 10. Northwestern 10. The Michigan Wolverines 52. Put it in the books, Jake Moody. One field goal just to keep his legs sharp. You know what I'm saying? One field goal, they're going to say, you know what? Just keep fresh with that leg, Jake. Keep fresh with that leg. You never know when I'm going to need it. You know what I'm saying?
Careful, you're going to pull a hamstring there.
Seriously.
No way, baby. I've been stretching this whole time. You guys haven't seen, but I've been stretching underneath. You know what I mean? I'm limber, baby. I'm limber. Anywho, holy smokes. Gentlemen, I think that's it for today. I mean, we could talk about the ranking. They are number 6, but you know what? I don't want to push any more buttons. If we went through the list of the AP and the coaches poll, you can't find 14 teams better than the University of Michigan. I'm going to just put it out there like that. I'll put it out there like that. You can't do it. You know why? Because this Michigan Wolverines is building on something special. Something special. And we're going to build on it by getting win number 7 this coming Saturday against the Northwestern Wildcats. There's nothing else, gentlemen. I raise my glass and I say, Go Blue!
Go Blue!
Go Blue!
Go Blue.